With that, let's welcome in Ohio Senator Jon Husted, member of the Senate Health Committee. Sir, welcome back to National Report. You are welcome on the program, of course, but quite frankly, we showed those polling numbers and things are not looking good for your colleagues, at least on the Democrat side of the aisle, not able to come to an agreement here with Republicans. What do you see happening in the near future? Will the government open up?
Well, our numbers shouldn't look good because we're failing to do our job, but it's because of Chuck Schumer and the Schumer shutdown that this has all happened. He had a shutdown strategy, but he doesn't have an exit strategy, and now real people are going to get hurt. We know men and women of the military are soon not going to get paid, air traffic controllers, Homeland Security personnel, but then you're going to see lower income people not receiving SNAP payments, and you see the core Democratic constituencies beginning to rebel and saying, time to end this. The Schumer shutdown needs to come to an end. It's up to Chuck Schumer to get it done. However, I do think that we just need 5 more Democrats to join with us. I know that there are some Democrats who are not captive to the radical left that really want to help us get this government reopened.
Sure, the second longest shutdown in U.S. history, and this going on to day 28, this would affect, obviously, military service members' paychecks. President Trump was able to find the money and to get those paychecks, but it's unclear if he would be able to do that moving forward. Air traffic controllers, members of the, or those that work for the FAA, and then SNAP benefits that impact more than 40 million people that need that money. They require that money to, again, provide for their families. This is really a pivotal moment. And then you have this, the American Federation of Government Employees. That is the nation's largest federal employees union. That would be a Democrat base, by the way, publicly now calling for an end to the shutdown. And here's how they did it. It's a portion of the statement put out there by their president of this union. And it reads, quote, "It's time to pass a clean, continuing resolution and end this shutdown today. No half measures and no gamemanship. Put every single federal worker back on the job with full back pay today." Goes on to say, when the folks who serve this country are standing in line for food banks after missing a second paycheck because of this shutdown, they aren't looking for partisan spin. They're looking for the wages they earn. The fact that they're being cheated out of it is a national disgrace. Senator, this is all but calling out the Democrats in this statement directly.
It absolutely is, because Republicans have done this 12 times. We've passed a clean CR with no games, no politics. 12 times the Democrats have voted no every time. And it's time for it to end, bring the shutdown to a closure, restore funding to the people who've been working hard. That's why I haven't taken pay. If we're not paying the federal workers, members of Congress shouldn't get paid. But the union leader in this particular case is spot on, and he's targeting Chuck Schumer and the Democrats because they are the obstructionists in this case.
I want to show you the other viewpoint, if you will, from your Democrat colleagues. It was expressed clearly on a recent CNBC segment, of all places. The host, Joe Kernan, had some questions for Democratic Senator Ruben Gallego of Arizona. Let's watch and see how this went.
24 million families have an opportunity to actually live the American dream and not have their insurance rates doubled overnight because the government refuses to act. Again, we can negotiate right now. By the way, how can I negotiate? The president's in Asia for 5 days. Johnson's basically keeping his the House of Representatives out till January to stop, and protect pedophiles. So who am I negotiating with right now? The person I'm talking to right now is everyday Americans who are worried that they're going to have their insurance rates doubled overnight because Republicans refuse to act. So they're screwing up on tariffs, they're raising inflation, and now they're going to go ahead and raise your premiums.
The Republicans are refusing to be blackmailed and held hostage into what Democrats want. Mike Johnson doesn't need to do anything.
Well, Democrats, that's what I want is 24 million Americans. I want 24 million Americans to have inflation. No,
okay,
24 million Americans want their insurance.
We're finished.
Healthy and affordable insurance.
I appreciate it.
You too. Have a good one.
And that's how that ended. Not on the friendliest note there, Senator. But maybe you could address the concerns that he expressed, Senator Gallego expressed, about increased premiums and insurance rates going up, and the fact that Trump's in China, or not in China, excuse me, in Asian countries, and can't make time to speak with Democrats.
Well, remember, the House passed a clean CR. It's up to the Democrats in the Senate to get the job done. Don't point the finger at President Trump or the House of Representatives. Look in the mirror, Democrats. You're the ones that are obstructing the clean CR from getting this all accomplished. It's Democrat obstructionists in the U.S. Senate that are our problem. I am happy to sit down with anyone who wants to reduce the cost of health care in this country for the American people. Why? Because Obamacare has become the Unaffordable Care Act. It's driven up the cost of insurance for everyone in this country. It's a failure. The Democrats created it. However, I am willing to help fix their problem, because it's a problem for the American people, by sitting down and talking about how we improve affordable health care in this country. But they've got to open the government, do that job. The two don't have to be connected. They're connecting them unnecessarily. So reopen the government. Let's get serious about fighting for lower cost of health care for the American people.
I think a lot of things are going to change November 1st when paychecks aren't being seen by more federal workers than ever before. And again, those SNAP benefits, food assistance, the aid not coming. That's going to change a lot of things. Putting party aside, coming forward to get something done for the American people. Senator Jon Husted joining us. Thank you so much, Senator. Good to see you.